Hey guys, and welcome back to the This is Persia Achievement Run, Part 11. In the last part, we were at war with the Ottomans, and we still are. And we're basically going to finish up the war with the Ottomans in this particular Let's Play, while also securing a deal that will see us gain most of the Levant, part of Anatolia, mainly just for us to get a springboard for which to attack the Mamluks, to gain access to Egypt, and basically permanently handicap the Ottomans as much as we physically can, of course. So let's go ahead and begin. We are going to fully annex the Ottoman Empire, assuming we are able to, and it looks like there is a fort here on this island. I have no idea why, but there is, and it's a bit interesting. So we're going to continue and siege down Macedonia, or Macedonia, so that we can have access towards these other particular regions. Of course, we need to go ahead and speed up the war a little bit. And we have a little bit of separatists going on within our empire. As you guys can see to the right with the rebel factions, there are many and they are numerous. Let's go to the Iraqi ones. Iraq. Let's go ahead and see. We are going to increase the autonomy on a few of these different provinces, just so that we don't have an open rebellion on our hands. Of course, that would be pretty shitty. The Syrian separatists, of course, are also gaining hold here. Sorry, my mouse pad's a bit strange. Turkish, we can afford to ignore. They don't matter. Kurdish, blah, 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 Turkish. Basically, we need to worry about the Syrian and the Iraqi ones the most. So we're going to go over here to Iraq. I believe Iraq in-game is represented by the Mashriki, something like that, Mashkri. So we're going to increase the autonomy on the Mashkri provinces so that we can effectively ignore their demands. This is how things are ran in my country Persia. And, right, so I believe that's most of them. You know, we could probably make this easier by going to the Unrest map mode and taking a look at our empire. Most of them should be fine. Unrest, blah, 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 blah. I think we're good. Mainly, there should be some unrest over here. No? Okay. Well, looks like that's all we need to worry about. Of course, the Ottoman separatists are also going to be a problem. But, by and large, the Turks are pretty happy in our empire, which is good, considering we have basically enlisted them to take out their own countrymen. And when you do something like that, you gotta make sure that they're happy about it. Because if they're not happy about it, you've got problems. So anyways, we are sieging down Macedonia, and as soon as it falls, which it just did, we will unleash hell upon these Otto-Turks and take as much land as we can. Land grab, land grab, land grab. Here we go. Grab everything you can. The Ottomans will bleed. Of course, they are also at war with the Hungarians, who themselves seem to be aligned with Sicily. Very cool. Right, so now we are basically just about to finish this conflict. Too bad we couldn't grab every single province, but we grabbed most of them, and that's good. Let's see if we can't grab a few more. Rather than increasing the autonomy, I probably could have just wiped out rebellions as they popped up, but I didn't. Let's go over here to our future vassal state of Ladakh and increase our relations with them even more. Of course, if we royal marry them, if that's even possible, and feed them money, we can diplo-vassal them, and that's the plan. So here we are. We've conquered quite a bit of regions here. We're going straight to Moria and conquering basically as much as we can, like I said earlier. The Ottomans will never be able to recover from this, and we're starting to get war exhaustion, which is shitty. So pretty soon we are going to have to sign peace with the Otto-Turks. I'd rather lose stability, honestly. Not a big deal. We were at +3. We can afford to lose some more. We have occupied Athens. Very nice. And you know, I may or may not release Byzantium. That might be nice. I mean, it would give me perhaps a vassal. I'm kind of far away from them, so I'm not sure if that would quite work, but perhaps it would. Sending back my units now, of course, who are far away. And we're going to wait on the religious idea, I think. We don't really need that just yet. We need peace, which we will gain pretty soon as we destroy the rest of the Ottoman army here. We're going to wait for them to capture Epirus, and then we're going to destroy them. That is the way any kebab removal specialist would handle this situation. Because if you let the kebab get too big, you're going to have a problem. Your people are going to start eating them, and then you start to lose your own culture. So it's important to remove the kebab as fast as you can. Right, so the Iraqi separatists have died down. People seem to be generally happy within this empire. And why wouldn't you be? I mean, this empire is great. We are really friendly people, so long as you hate the Turk as much as we do. And I don't mean to be racist for the people who are watching from Turkey. I'm simply speaking within the spirit of the time. We do not take kindly to Sunni swine. We are the glorious Shiite Persian master race, and we are the greatest country on the earth. So, that being said, as soon as Morea falls, we will sign peace with the infidel. Perhaps even destroying them in Epirus. I mean, why not? For good measure, we might as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Just because we can. I mean, before we declare peace on them, we want to make sure that they have no chance of coming back. And just royally screw them over, honestly. We're going to send back all of our units back home. The sooner we do that, the better. Conversion successful. That is what I like to hear. I love that sound, too. It sounds so good. And everybody is becoming Shiite. Let's see if we can't fuck them up even more and just completely wipe them off of their own country. Get even more precious war score from this endeavor. And we did. The Ottoman army is destroyed. Take a look at this, guys. The Ottoman Empire has been reduced to 0 men and 1,400 manpower. That is the very textbook definition of pathetic. And we did it. Congratulations, guys. They don't even have enough men to defend their last stronghold of Chios, so we'll take that as well. Because why not? We have thoroughly thrashed them. And now we'll let Hungary thrash them as well as soon as we sign peace with them, which will be very soon. And like I said, we're sending back all of our men to go back home. Everybody survives. Well, most people survive anyways. And everybody gets to go back home and kind of see their family after a long time at war. Everybody's happy about that. Of course, Hungary now has a foothold into the area. And we are just doing really well here. No complaints. Changed cultures, very nice. More Persians for us. And let's go ahead and pull back the Lithuanian diplomat. And let's take a look at our diplomat. Okay, so we have 5 out of 5 relations already. So that means that when we diplo-vassalize Ladakh, it'll put us a little bit over the limit, but that's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and sign peace with the Ottomans. Oh, wait. As soon as we take this last island stronghold that belongs to them, it'll be gone soon enough. Of course, Poland has backed out of the war for whatever reason. We don't need them anyways. War exhaustion is starting to rise, but we're not really concerned about that. Look how fast we are converting our empire. It's almost insane. Of course, we're keeping our menace on standby so that way we can core as many of these provinces as we can. Go ahead and speed up the process a little bit and take back Poland. That's fine. Pretty soon we're going to have to be fabricating on the Mamluks. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now. They're actually at war with the Ottoman Empire, so that's an interesting development. We're allied with them, but that will soon change. I think that we're even married with them. Fuck, we are. We're going to have to wait until that marriage dies off, which shouldn't take too long. I don't really know why I married them in the first place. I think it's because we were cementing an alliance. Does the war go up anymore? Only 0.6. We'll wait until the next month and then call it a day. Just like that, we've got 93% war score, and we can go and divide the Empire of the Ottomans. Let's take a look at Tunis first. Looks like Tunis is getting taken over by the Mamluks. Do we have any war score from them? I don't believe we do. They get a white piece, of course. And as for us, we are going to be taking quite a bit more from the Ottomans than just a white piece. They are going to give us a lot of stuff. Let's take a look. First of all, we're going to want this area, or else the Egyptians will take it for themselves. Look at that, we're just casually dividing this territory amongst ourselves. And let's take a look at what else we can do here. It's tempting to take more, and we will take more. So let's take a look at what we can take. We're going to take maybe some of these regions up here. They're nice. That's a nice place. Maybe some of Anatolia as well. Jerusalem. Oh, we're taking Jerusalem. Cool. I think that gives us another bonus, which is nice. We can do this. I mean, this is not bad. Gives us a lot more territory. Everybody's happy. Let's go roll with this. I think that this is probably the best situation we can get out of this. Of course, with some money as well. It'll give us some more overextension, but that's not too surprising. So let's take a look. And of course, we'll move back all of our men. Get ready to destroy all the uprisings that are about to happen across our glorious and expansive country. Everybody's going back? Yeah, pretty much everybody anyways. You're going back. Nice, 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 nice. This is what I like to see. You, sir, are going over here. And let's take a look at what happens with Persia. Just like that, we've taken quite a bit of land. And Persia is massive. I mean, look at this. We have control over most of the Middle East. And look at that Shia. That Shia, we have so much of it. It's so nice. So nice. Yes, our overextension is dangerously high. That's totally understandable. We're going to core as much of this as we can. Quantity over quality. That's what I always say. Of course, we want to core Jerusalem as fast as we can. And we'll take a little bit of dip tech. Why not? Probably some of the most useless tech we can take, but we'll take it anyways. Of course, now we have dangerously high overextension, and we are going to have some problems here with rebels. Really no surprise there. We get yet another missionary from Jerusalem. I'm not even sure why we chose religious ideas. We could have just rolled with humanist and have been totally fine. Okay, another. We have 100 power projection. That's fantastic. Wow, look at those buffs. That's insane. Of course, we need to pay off our loan. It's doing 46, 805. Look at that. We're making 235 a turn. Due in part, I do believe, to war-related stuff. Right, so unsurprisingly, we've got a lot of rebels trying to pop in their heads here and bring down the best nation on earth. We're still number 4, which doesn't really make any sense. We're huge. I mean, look at that. We're massive. But now it's time for us to diplo-vassalize Ladakh, assuming we can, and I certainly hope we can. We've got a royal marriage with them, of course, and they bring different religion. That's fine. Can we diplo-vassalize you? We need plus 190. Okay. I think if we proclaim guarantee on them, I think that also increases. It does. Very nice. And there should be some other... whatever, we don't really need legitimacy. That's fine. There should be some other way that I can gain their support. Because I don't want to go to war with them. I mean, it'd be certainly nice if I could offer their vassalation. Right, so let's go ahead and send them some money because everybody knows that everybody wants money. Wants to transfer part of their trade power to you. Okay. What if we offer our military access? Would that make you even happy? It would make you happy. Look at that. That's great. And let's go ahead and send them some money as soon as we can. Anyways, the 25th of January, not too long from now. And look at our rebel problem, guys. This is fucking ridiculous. Which, guys, seriously, look at this. This is like, what is this, like 15 different separatists that we've got going on? Holy shit. This is obviously all from our horrendous overextension. Jesus Christ. That is just absolutely insane. Okay, so we need to get rid of our loans before we can send them gifts, which means we gotta sack you, buddy. Sorry, Kareem Khan Stahi. We need money, and you are just not allowing us to get any. So, right. So, Coptic zealots, fucking Coptics, right? We are going to make sure that they are stamped out of existence, of course. So unfortunately we can't diplo-vassalize Ladakh yet. I'm going to pay off our loans. Pesky, pesky loans. But what we can do is fabricate. Let's fabricate more claims. That's great. Fabricate as much as we can. Because the Ottomans have been kicked out of the Levant. Well, mostly. I mean, they still control, like, what, Sudan? Something like that. Right, so surprisingly, or I guess unsurprisingly, we have some people that do not like our rule. And that is a problem, because in my kingdom, you have to love the rule, or else you will be silenced and massacred. So let's go ahead and assign our king, who's also amazing, by the way. I mean, 554, really cool. Our heir is not very good, but that's okay. We don't really care too much anyways. And as if they knew we were coming, they start to run. Right, so we're going to do this so that we can get a really easy diplomatic vacillation going on here. Of course, these assholes do not want any part of my army coming directly for them, unsurprisingly. So now that this all happened, we are going to diplo vassalize after we can't repay. That's fine. So Ladakh, you really want to be a part of our empire, don't you? Fantastic. You've been vassalized. Take a look at our subjects. Kazakhstan and Ladakh, two fantastic regions, and I think we may or may not diplomatically annex Kazakh. I mean, they're pretty useful, honestly, as a huge buffer state. I mean, if Russia ever gets powerful enough to be a contender for, you know, anything, it'll be nice to have them there. Of course, we could go to war with Georgia. They're allied with the Ottomans, but the Ottomans are definitely not going to get involved in that. I mean, there's just no way. But we really need to start coring stuff as well. So, tell you what, why don't we declare war on them pretty soon? We'll wait for the war exhaustion to go down. We'll kill some rebels. Basically do that type of stuff. And we'll gear up for war with Multan by fabricating claims on literally everything that we can. Of course, Jaunpur is getting pretty big. I don't think they can form the Mughals, but they might be able to in the future. Not exactly sure. Got a lot of missionaries going on at the same time here. Separatist sentiment, that's fine. Got some revolts to crush over here, which is fine. Won't be too hard. That was easy. Of course, we don't want too many of these men over here, or else they're going to be bleeding me dry in terms of manpower. So we're going to pull back there. And Ladakh no longer needs our military access. So Sindhi, Sindhi, it's a bit of a weird name. Sind wants independence, which is totally not going to happen. So we're going to appease the Sindhis by giving them some... Well, hold on. Why is there any unrest over here with Sind? That's why. It's because we're converting one of their provinces. Who would have guessed, right? So we're going to... we're going to pull back the missionary, unfortunately. Just because I really can't afford to have a missionary over there and send all my men over there. I mean, eventually, you know, yeah, I'll put one of the units over there. So let's instead convert our Raqqa. That's closer to where we are. And we will put this unit over here so that in the future we have somebody that can handle our Indian/Pakistani provinces, whatever you want to call them. Of course, there's a man in Damascus. We do not like that whatsoever, so we're going to kill him. And also, we have a lot of forts that we don't really need anymore, including this fort right here. Yeah, we don't need you. And what else do we not need? We don't need this one either. Destroying castles. Now we got quite a bit more money. And I mean, we don't really need castles here either, honestly. Like, this one's completely worthless. We have a vassal right to the north of us. That's fine. And you know what? We don't need this one either. We'll get rid of this one as well. This will all give us more money. A lot more money, supposedly. 29. Very nice. And more rebels. No surprise there. People love us so much that they hate us. So we're going to go over here and stomp them out one by one. Hopefully this doesn't disturb any of my core construction. Right, so we can do that next turn, that's fine. I really hope that these cores go faster because this is just terrible at this point. Right, so we're going to give you the man himself. And make some cores. Okay, let's go and fast forward. Right, so we're going to win all these battles, that's great. And I believe we can pay off our loans pretty soon. Let's take a look again at our traditions. We've got a lot of, well, no, we don't actually have a lot of army traditions, surprisingly. How are the Ottomans doing? Besides getting thrashed by the Mamluks. No surprise there. I really want to declare war on the Mamluks. As soon as we don't have any overextension problems, I certainly will. And we lost some prestige, that's fine, nobody cares. Alright, so Georgia is going to rise up pretty soon. Better start sending men over there to prepare for that. That's fine. We will be prepared. As far as diplomats go, we will be fabricating yet more claims on the Mamluks. We really do need all of those territories. Losing more legitimacy, that's fine. We just need to get out of our overextension period because it's destroying us with all these malices that are happening here. And we will be fabricating lots and lots of claims on the Ottomans as well. Of course, we can't have Mecca being sieged. That's just blasphemous. But without forts and with the new mechanic, it basically means that when rebels pop up, they take their territory. Got some nationalism in Mecca. More conversions, very good. Convert as much as we can, right? That's the goal. We're going to convert Yerevan. Those pesky Armenians. Of course, we won't, you know, commit suicide or anything. Or not suicide, I should say. We won't commit genocide like the Kebab over the east. We will instead just, you know, convert them peacefully. So, here we go. Have lots and lots and lots of separatists going up everywhere. Really not a time to be at war with anybody. Unsurprisingly, we're going to assign yet another... Oh, not that guy. Let's go with a better man that's got firepower. Battle of Jeddah. You, sir, are going down there, and you, sir, are going over here. No surprise there. Have some units that are defecting, are trying to defect. They can't really defect, but they want to. We got some Georgian rebels too that were quickly put down, swiftly put down. And you, sir, are going back up here. Once the core is finished, which they will very, very soon, we can start making progress on annihilating Georgia, who themselves is allied with the Ottomans. It'll be funny if the Ottomans get called into this war. I would love it. But the probability of it happening is next to nothing. Of course, we've got Iraqi separatists over here as well. They're just cramping my style. Not a fan of that. More claims on the Mamluks, of course. Can never get enough. And let's see what we can get over here. We need mainly some military tech to catch up. Maybe some admin tech as well. Stability cost ain't bad. We're just going with the cheapest ones because we're cheap bastards. Of course, we could probably afford something better, but we need more money first. But more than that, we need to get rid of this overextension. It is insane how much overextension we have. These separatists keep popping up over and over again. Battle of Basra, unsurprisingly, we destroyed them. Once again, we will be declaring war upon Georgia very, very soon. We just need to continuously fabricate claims on everything we can. And by that, I mean mainly the Ottomans. You're going up there, and you're going right there. Very good. And you, sir, are going to take out the Yemeni separatists that we've got. We really have Yemeni separatists? I guess we do. Over here. I'll put you over there. Preemptively destroy the Yemenis when they pop up. Not a problem. more conversions. This time we're going to send them on the Turks. Sick them on the Turks. And we probably will have a problem with the Syrians pretty soon. No surprise there. These cores are almost done though, which is good. Starting to get some more cores. The rebels will die down very soon. First circumnavigation of the world was done by Brittany. Very, very interesting. And more and more cores being made here. On Astrakhan. Might just want to go with the diplomatic reputation. That's always nice. But we could always fuck up Astrakhan too. Who are they allied with? They're vassal of Nogay. Let's ease the tension. Don't really want to deal with that right now. Of course, we could wipe them off the face of the earth, but we can also just have some peace for a little bit. Peace. What does that mean? We're going to war. We don't give a fuck about peace. The Ottomans are going to join in. That's incredible. You would never think that the Ottomans would join in. I mean, look at this. Their ledger, the Ottomans have, okay, 55,000 men. That's surprising. Yeah, it's very surprising, actually. So, let's take a look. They're allied with the Ottomans, Kazan and Nogay, right? The problem is that they have 55,000 men. I could easily stop them, and I think I'm going to. I mean, this is a great way to kind of circumnavigate the truce that we have. Kind of just pop out of that truce there. And Yemen, I think, is okay with me now, which is good. So you know what? I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to, as soon as we fabricate some more claims, I think we're just going to declare war on them. That would be perfect. And let's see if we can't pop up some of these rebel factions before we go to war. That would be the ideal. Alright, so national unrest is slowly dying down here, which is good. The Syrians won't be too pissed off here in a second. Gearing up for war here, getting all my men ready to destroy the Ottomans once and for all. Everybody gets on the border, and everybody fucks them up. You, sir, are going to go over here to fight the Nogay. Or Nogay, I should say, I guess. Anyways, fabricate more claims on the Ottomans. We're not done yet. Okay, right, so now we're ready to fuck shit up. Unfortunately, it's almost time for me to finish this episode, but know that it was not in... what's the word? In vain. Know that it was not in vain. So, they will not join because they're in debt, unsurprisingly. And a shitload of debt, too. What the hell? How do they get so much in debt? I have no idea. That is just wild. Poland, Poland, Poland. Always in debt. Well, anyways, YOLO. We're going to do it. Declaring war. It will increase our piety. Very nice. We're just going to outright destroy them. That's basically the goal right now. So, declare war. Here we go. Let's take a look at what we got here. We got a war in which we're probably going to stomp them. If the Ottomans come in, they're going to be stomped as well. And I hope they do, honestly. If the Ottomans do come into the war, we're going to destroy them. They did. Perfect. So here we go. Ottomans are going to die pretty fast. This is going to be an absolute mockery of a battle in which we destroy everybody and everything. Of course, we've got more units to come and reinforce. Let's take a look at the battle. Yeah, we'll do fine. Not a problem. And we even get Georgia out of the deal. Not too bad, right? I didn't think so. Of course, we do have some Syrian separatists, but they're not going to be a problem just yet. And this allows us to go to war with the Ottomans yet again. It's a win-win situation, right? I certainly thought so. So let's go ahead and can we fabricate claims on anybody else? That is my alarm, and unfortunately my disk space is like running really low right now, so we got to go ahead and end this this recording. So thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned. Part 12. We're gonna fuck up everybody over again, including the Ottomans. Two wars with the Ottomans in one episode. I think that's a record, especially with the size of this episode. It's a really small episode. So guys, once again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 12. It'll be out real soon. And thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.